So the Nifty's continued its advance through the first hurdle, which is 61% of this fall. But unless you take out this high, you can't stop saying this is 5 waves. I've done my own wave count, which is my bullish setup to take Z as an expanded flat and complete a double bottom here, okay, where you have a positive RSI divergence on the daily chart. Final confirmation of this view, of course, is surpassing this high, which is at 17,490. Now we're getting closer and closer to that, but haven't done it yet. Surpassing 61%, of course, reduces the odds significantly that we are doing A, B, and C, because usually when it's a bearish ABC setup, then you don't cross 61% in most scenarios. So that's sort of done, but yeah, where you rule it all out is above this high, so waiting to see that, and so then there's little doubt on this trend continuation. Now the other argument people can have is whether this whole fall is part of a larger multi-month correction. If that is true, then it will only go to 61%. So we start putting all these markers to rule out each possibility, and the 61% of this entire fall comes in at around 17,900 plus or minus. It's 943 odd. So 17,950 is what we want to get past next. So that's our next hurdle if we take 61% of the entire decline that we've had so far. Okay, so that's what we look for in terms of, oh, is it a larger X? Okay, but if it's once it sustains that, then on and on we are essentially looking for some larger impulse to develop. Earlier I was thinking fourth. I have switched to tried to switch back and forth whether it's 1-2 or whether it's 3-4. On the Nifty 500, it has been more apparent, as I discussed in the Weekend with India charts, to take this 3-4-5 pending. So then we can worry about where the fifth ends after the next rally, because that's what will show up on a couple of other indices, and so we will definitely consider that. So I'll keep both alternates open, whether I do 1-2 or we do 3-4. With a preference towards 3-4 would have been there if this was clearly a triangle or complex pattern. It is complex, but it's a complex zigzag, double zigzag, and that is why I'm keeping the doubt that it's a deep correction and a zigzag style, that it can be a second wave. That is the only reason to think about it. Otherwise, on a monthly basis, it would be the fourth and fifth. And the only way that changes then is, if we think it's 1 and 2, what we are trying to say then is this is still going to be a multi-legged, prolonged extension on the upside because of, of many factors, which means this is not like one and done kind of rally somewhere 5 ends and comes back, but it's going to just keep doing those small legs and pulling back. And if it has to slow down, probably the rallies will get shorter than what we have seen so far, and more pullbacks will occur in between, but it might not result in a trend change or a big reversal. I think those are the kind of things to think about. But in the short term, we'll go level by level, and so 61% done. Next, we look at this high going, and then beyond that, we look at moving towards 17,950. And once we break 17,950, we'll look at going back to the highs. So that's the case. Now, having said that, once we can complete an initial impulse, whether it's at 17,950 or 18,000, which is close to where this X wave swing high was, which is 18,210, somewhere we'll of course get a pause for a day or two. And so that's the next thing I'll be watching out for. Will it happen at 17,950 or 18,210? Somewhere within that range, I guess this will do an initial impulse and try to pull back in a wave 2 of the next rally. And right now we are only in minor 1 and 2. So this is 1, 2 and 3 going on. And 1, 2, 3 equality comes to 17,500, which is sort of supposed to go past this. So that's what we are watching for. Now in terms of Bank Nifty is taken out this range. So at least that's a lead indication that this part, in Bank Nifty, this was not 5 waves like it looks like on the Nifty. So in any case, this was all corrective. This is not the shortest wave, so it's okay to say A, B, C, D, E triangle. So this is what I'm thinking in Bank Nifty, that what we thought earlier is right. This was the fifth wave. We closed positive on the daily, but the series of legs were 3, 3, 3, 3, and this forms a base triangle from which we've actually broken out. So it's a good thing to have, and we've broken out of the falling channel as well. So both of them indicate that the near-term trend is up, corrective or otherwise. And if it's corrective, it will go to again, you'll start thinking of the same thing. Is it going to be a retracement? So initially go to the daily moving averages, and then above that go to the 61% retracement. So the 61% retracement is 39,358. Bank Nifty showing a clearer sign that's on the cards, with the only hurdle being the 20-day average. So we'll just highlight that number as well, and we have come there already. So that number is right where we are at 37,242, and once we close above 37,242, my next expectation will be the 61%, which is the upper Bollinger Band right now on the daily chart at 39,240, 250. We can also, of course, keep looking at each retracement, 3850 and so on, but that's sort of the broader thing we typically get, so that's what has happened here. So Bank Nifty is sort of out of this zone, giving a clearer indication that we are trended up from where Bank Nifty was actually the weaker among the two previously, because it was not breaking past the 36,860 range, so that's the change which has happened. And of course, the mid cap index has taken this higher out, still below the 20 DMA. Small cap is above both the averages, has been the stronger of the lot. And so those are things that are happening on the side where your small cap index may have also crossed the falling trend line. I'm not sure the mid cap has done that. So the mid cap index falling channel line is still here in place and a little higher at 31,356. Metal index also attempting to cross both the averages today. So if that happens, I've not updated it on the website. I discussed it in yesterday's video that we reached this swing low and EN4 could be complete. Maybe I'll just post this chart online to put it on record. And so we could be doing our initially minor wave 1, 2 and 3 now. And once we see a clear 5, it will be even more certain that we've started the larger degree 5th wave. Okay, so I'm still considering this entire section as 4 and a 5 starting, even though it differs from the US metal index, which can all align later on. And someone asked me whether this third being very long is an issue for, does it mean if you take it as 4, if you take it as 1, 2, 1, 2 in Tisco. See, when you talk of extension, we end up with 9 legs, then the size of the legs don't have to be key. The next one will be very big or small. It's just that you're going to have many legs and that things are not done. 4 and 5 is the easy conservative thing to go with as of this moment till we get that clear evidence that there are multiple extensions across the sector. And so PSU Bank Index also did an exact 61% retracement, is making a higher high, higher low. And so it could indicate that this rally, which can be 1 and 2, has started its third. If that is true, then we can actually make a projection for the PSU Bank Index going up to maybe 3,400 or so, where 1 and 3 become equal to each other. And apart from that, there is some action in IT. So we are seeing the Nifty IT index also do well apart from the bank index. I'm not so focused on this media index. I really have to check out components, and those are extremely speculative stocks at times, but they can get interesting in a bullish market. So I guess IT and PSU banks are the ones that are on top of this list as of now.